Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekha Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of great millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to y'all out there. And this is a quick sit-down lesson, May the 18th, 2022, at 3:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the title of this quick sit-down lesson is Rumors of Wars. And this is a news article from RT.com, World News. And this was published on May the 18th, 2022. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads, Israel to simulate attacks on Iran, media reports. It says the exercise cover potential Iranian retaliation for the shelling of its nuclear facilities. For the first time, the Israeli Air Force's major chariots of fire exercises will include practice drills for a wide-scale strike in Iran, the Times of Israel reported on Tuesday, citing sources. The drill over the Mediterranean Sea will begin on May the 29th during the fourth and final week of the month-long exercise. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? Because we're hearing the increase of the wars and rumors of wars in the world today. And it's going to increase more and more. See that ye be not troubled, which is the men of the Lord, that serves the true prophets of Yahweh Yahushua. Because once we continue to grow and being in His truth, faithfully, truthfully, and sincerely, and we'll know these things when it comes to pass, because more upcoming prophecies are going to be fulfilled as well, too. For all these things must come to pass, right? Because all these prophecies must come to pass, because we're living in those times of these prophecies come to pass, but the end is not yet, because more prophecies are still coming, But the end is not yet, right? Because the end is not yet, because more prophecies are coming, like I mentioned before, And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, For nation shall rise against nation, as we see him right now, because, Israel and Iran.
Yeah, I told that meat out, it wasn't good every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't let y'all eat that.
Right.
I think I ate the meat off the whole house.
Yeah.
I told that shit, they got off to make some gravy with the meatball.
Right.
And mashed potato y'all eat.
Oh, okay.
But that meat, it didn't taste right. I ain't never get nobody to cook nothing to make them sick. Cause I ate that thing over there, pork shoulder over there at the old house. That's 3 years, 2 years.
Right.
No, I couldn't get that. I could have said something different.
True.
Yeah, I throw it away. I pulled the whole water out of it. I
Right.
don't cook nothing like somebody sitting there. I don't do that.
Right.
That's why I'm making the mashed potatoes. They'll be better instead of,
Yeah.
easy fried,
True. Yeah, that's right about that. So I'll speak to my OG back to what I was saying, Matthew 24 and 7, and it reads, For nation shall rise against nation, which we're seeing right now. Because, Iran and Israel got that long conflict between one and... Yeah, I'm glad she do too. Yeah.
You couldn't drive in the car. She done made a mistake. She done forgot.
Right.
You get these cars, how many people you got to pay that shit off? It took you 6 years now. So behind that paper, you gotta know what you're doing. That's why I be trying to tell Mark. I said, I'll be here another year. I gotta pay that car.
Right.
You know? I can't wait on so good. That's why I'm saving this thing.
Yeah.
To pay it off.
Yeah.
You decide to pay. Every 2 weeks I pay one, $50 in, 50 there. So I pay it off.
Right.
You know, at least I'm paying on it.
Yeah, sure is.
Just pay them. That's all I gotta do. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't putting the car until I pay for it.
Right.
So I get that $70. I can't just jump up. I ain't gonna be out there because of no fucking car.
Right.
That's what she just said. See?
True.
I had to do what I had to do. At least I paid them something. I was paying on it, and still gonna pay on some more.
Yeah.
At least I wasn't paying on it, really be high.
Yeah.
More than that. Look at that man did for Junior.
Yeah.
But that poor, ain't nobody got them one like you on 1/4 income.
Yeah. Salakia about that again. So yeah, you know, Iran and Israel got this long conflict between one another. So that's why I brought out the scripture and doing a lesson on this, and I brought this news article out from RT.com. I believe Israel is doing some type of simulation attack on, you know, Iran. So it's like a similarity attack. Because, you know, because they receiving potential threats from Iran, you know. So that goes into the nation shall rise against nation. And we are seeing that in other parts around the world as well, too. And relates to the nations going against one another and the different kingdoms going against one another as well, too. And it's formally increasing, you know. In Matthew 24:7, I'm going to start over and read it again through the Holy Scriptures for edification's sake. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. In verse 7 in the book of Matthew through the Holy Scriptures, and it reads, For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms. There shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And these are the beginning of sorrows, right? Because we are in the beginning stages of sorrows, because these prophecies around the world is going to furthermore increase in the latter days, because, you know, these are the signs of the times that we are living in, you know. And I'm going to bring out one more scripture, I believe that's in the book of Luke, as I've recently been bringing out too on my sit-down lessons. So this is basically like a precept to Matthew 24, verse 6 through verse 7. And this is a precept, Luke 21 and 9. And this is the last precept, and I'm going to close out the sit-down lesson for today. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. Through the Holy Scriptures, verse 9 in the book of Luke, and it reads, But ye shall hear of wars and commotions. Right, wars and commotions. That's what we are hearing right now. You know, the increase of wars, rumors of wars. That's why you're seeing these nations doing military exercise drills, war-like type simulation games type drills, joint Navy exercise drills. You know, like I've been mentioning before in my previous videos way back, you know. It been starting back from 2021 all the way until now in the year 2022, because these prophecies are unfolding, and it is heating up, because we are living in biblical prophecy times, you know, according to the Holy Scriptures, you know, because this is the year of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is turning up, because prophecy has definitely been turning up, you know. Just like our beloved Elder Apostle Tahar made that statement about, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to turn up. You know, he's turning up the heat on these prophecies in which we're seeing right now, you know. And yeah, in the last days, you're going to hear a lot of wars and rumors of wars. The nation shall rise against nations. You should hear commotions, wars and commotions, you know. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. By and by, right, because the end is not yet, like I mentioned before, in the precept that I brought out, Matthew 24 and 6 to verse 7 to verse 8. you know. Then I brought this precept out, Luke 21:9, you know, because the end is not yet, because more upcoming prophecies are coming. The push for the MOTB, the Charagma, you know, second woe is past, behold, third woe coming quickly. You know, and those the two main prophecies are coming, you know, as I just named those two. You know, roughly paraphrase for those in reference to that, you know. So yeah, we are living in biblical prophecy times, you know. So with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kardash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And before I close out this lesson on this May 18th, 2022, at 3:16 p.m. Central Standard Time, on this Wednesday afternoon, you know, like I mentioned before, you know, the increase of wars and rumors of wars is going to increase more and more, and it's heating up in the last days, you know, because this is the year of Yahweh Shem Shai is turning up in the year of 2022. So with that, I would say shalom and a ball.